Hey guys, what's up? TheiPodKid here, and before we start this video, I did want to give a quick shout out to the Hellhound, the HE11 Hound. His link is over here in the more info section to the right. But anyway, he has a ton of iPod and iPhone videos. He's got app reviews, jailbreaking vids. He actually just uploaded a promo code giveaway last night for an application, so make sure you go check him out. But we're going to start my review off with one of my new favorite applications that I'm betting you probably haven't heard of, called Snake Galaxy. And I'm sure most of you know the classic gameplay elements of Snake, but this is going to be a modernized version of it. As you guys see, really awesome interface right here, 3D graphics, great screen flow right there. So you have quick play, which is just random levels, missions is like the single player campaign, settings, not too many, and then help. We're going to go to missions though, and we will start on the training level. As you guys see, you have a few levels. Training, village is the next one that I've unlocked, locked, and then back. So we'll start off and I'll just show you some of the gameplay controls, mechanics, and the screen with the training. So we are this little snake right here, as you guys see, and by touching anywhere on the screen, I will be able to control where he goes. So if I drag up, he goes up. Drag over to the right, he'll go right. So your entire screen is basically one just gamepad. And then right there, I got my first one. As you guys saw at the bottom of the screen, my multiplication tab did just go up. And if you don't get the next food particle within the time that the multiplication goes down, it'll go right back to 1. Nothing really hurt there. You don't lose, but you will lose your multiplication meter, and you want to keep that as high as possible so you can get the highest score possible. So, as you guys see, the snake is getting much larger every single time that I eat a piece of food, and I'll just show you guys right here. When you touch the back of your snake, just like any other classic version of Snake, or somehow I just missed right there, my bad. There we go. You will die, and you do have the game over. You only get 1 life. You can't gain any more lives, so don't think you're going to. This is just like the old versions of Snake. 2 corners. Quit. Really quit, yes. Alrighty, so that was the... Okay, way to just bring me right back to where I just said don't go. Alright, so go back to missions, sorry. And I'm going to show you the level that I've unlocked, because this one has awesome graphics. This is going to be called Village. This is the first planet that I've unlocked, and we will play. Start. So as you guys see, just awesome graphics. This reminds me quite a bit of Super Mario for the Nintendo Wii. It just looks a lot like it. The whole 3D planet going all the way around the surface. Just very similar. Awesome gameplay here. I do love this. The controls are fantastic. Some of the best controls I've ever seen on any Snake game, application or game otherwise. Awesome graphics. Some of the best graphics I've seen on any application to date, not even just Snake. It's some of the best graphics you're going to see on the iPod or iPhone. They did a great job with this application overall. I do recommend to go check this out as soon as possible if you're a fan of Snake or if you're not a fan of Snake. But I do recommend to go check this out. It's awesome. This is going to be called Snake Galaxy. One of my new favorite applications actually from the App Store. Alrighty, and my next app in this video is called Harvester. I'm sure most of you haven't heard of this one either. Not quite as amazing as the first one, but it is definitely a fun one worth mentioning. What you're going to be doing is pretty much playing in a crane game environment. So if you guys know the crane game from arcades, go down with the claw, pick up, and you pull the prize out. This is very similar, except you are a spaceship grabbing cows and cars and barns and stuff like that. So anyway, main menu, you have scores, play, and help, and then down here you have music. If you click this music tab, you will be able to go into your iPod or iPhone library, and you can pick any songs that you want to play during gameplay. So we'll go back to done, and we'll just start and play. You do use the accelerometer to tilt left and right. This is one of the better applications I've actually seen using this, and as you guys see, it does have a pretty nice cartoony feel to it. I actually like it a lot. It just seems like this is the kind of graphics that you'd want in this application. I mean, you could have the really crappy 1D effects, but they did a really nice job with this one, I think, with the graphics. But anyway, as you guys see, I'm going for the barns right now because the bigger the objects that you do tend to pick up, the more points you will achieve. So, up in the left top corner, there's Kurix, which I'm not really sure what that means at all. I'm assuming that means how many points you've got, so you'll see that once I actually go to the mothership to drop off my load. But up in the right top corner, you do have the timer, and then to simply pick up something, you just get your beam by tapping on the screen. Of course, this stupid truck's going to be a butthead, so I stop, beam comes out, and I tap, and then it'll suck up everything under the beam. And then on the lights on the spaceship right there, you see yellow, 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 black, black. So you want to fill up all those yellow ones before you actually go to the mothership, because then when you actually tend to drop off all your stuff, you'll have a bigger load to actually give it. So now that I'm a full ship, I go over to the right where it says to, under the mothership. If I can find it, here we are, here's the mothership. Stop right under it, click dump. And as you guys see, I just got 52 points up in the left top corner. So that's pretty much all I'm going to show you for this application. It is a one-level application. You're going to be playing here, and all you're going to be really trying to do is just beat the actual score. So I do recommend to go check it out. It is a paid application though, but I got it when it was it was free for a limited time. So if it is free, I do recommend to check it out. If not, that's really up to you if you want to go up cough out the money for it. I probably wouldn't spend any money for it, but it is worth checking out if it's free. So once again, that is going to be called Harvester, a temporarily free app from the App Store. And my next application is called Beat the Tiki, and this is going to be a huge quiz kind of game. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of the moron test or the imbecile test. I've reviewed the imbecile test before, but those are just really, really fun quizzes and puzzles that kind of just test if your brain can think in a, I don't know, kind of just pick and analyze stuff apart. Just really, really simplistic, yet kind of frustrating puzzles. So here's our main interface, and that is me. That is the icon that I picked. It looks just like me, except the whole body and face thing. But anyway, down at the bottom you have Island, Play, and Rewards. The rewards are going to show you if you've beat certain times, and then you can earn coconuts and stuff like that. So that's pretty much just earning prizes for doing better times and finding hidden secrets. There's Play down at the bottom, and then there's Island. I recommend to go to Play first, and then you have all these different Tiki heads you start at. So you go start here, and you click Play. And there you go. First puzzle, tap the diamonds. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Tap the circles. Circle, 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 circle. Alright, tap all the red shapes. Red, 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 red. Tap all the blue shapes. Alright, so it seems really easy at first. It is. It gets difficult, trust me. Green shapes. Tap all but the yellow shapes. So then it starts moving on you, kind of being annoying. I guess you can just stay right there for most of the time. Alright, see, now we have to paint. And this is kind of fun too because it's kind of an application within an application. So all the ones are going to be green. So I take this green and just simply paint. 2 is going to be yellow. 3 is going to be brown. 4 is going to be white. And 5 is going to be purple. So that's all. I, for some reason, just failed. Crap, that sucks. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to show you for this application. I do recommend to go check it out because if you were a fan of the moron test or the imbecile test, 2 applications that got very high in the top part of the application store, then I do recommend to go check this out because it is a huge just file. It has lots of quizzes in here, lots of really fun puzzles. It's a massive application and it's pretty cheap too. I recommend to go check it out as soon as possible. That is going to be called Beat the Tiki. And my final app in this review is Skyscrapers by Skyworks. And I'm sure most of you know Skyworks by now if you've been watching me. Skyworks is one of the top application makers. They have tons of apps out there. Most of them are going to be sports orientated, but this one on the other hand is a little bit different. This is going to be more of a puzzle reflex kind of game. So we'll not resume my game, we'll go to the main menu. And Skyscrapers usually does have 2 different types of gameplays at least. You have career here where you'll start from the beginning, or you can do a quick play, and any levels you've unlocked in career you will be able to play immediately in quick play. Also there are high scores. You can do high scores for online leaderboards. You're going to need to set up a free account really quickly, but that is a nice feature that Skyworks always has online leaderboards. And then we'll just go into career and we'll start from the beginning. So really, really simple design. You have a building or a skyscraper, and it will shoot across the screen, and you tap on the screen when you want it to stop. The more accurate you are on the stopping space, you'll actually get more points at the top of the screen, and then as you proceed up to the top of the building and more pieces that get on top of each other, then eventually it'll get really fast. So as you guys see, we're starting at the base right now. Tap. And then we got the second piece. Tap. And it seems really boring, but just watch. This first building it's easy, obviously. It's the first building of a crap load. But you start putting on the needles, the space needles at the top of these buildings, like little light posts. You get ridiculous. You build this entire city right here. We just built that first building. You build like 15 or 20 different buildings and skyscrapers over time. So I definitely do recommend to go check this one out. I'm going to show you one more building, skyscraper, and then that'll be it. On the money, so I got a really accurate shot, and that means that I get this space right there for free, so I don't even have to do it. That last one was terrible. Crap. That was awful. Alright, so this one's going to get a little bit taller, and a little bit more accuracy is going to be needed for this one, and as you guys see, it's getting pretty fast. There's the needle. Alright, so not terrible. I got the little needle cap at the top, but that's only the second level of this entire city, so you guys know this is going to be getting pretty difficult. So we've only built those 2 buildings so far to this entire huge city landscape, so I do recommend to go check this application out. I actually love it. It is pretty fun, and it is ridiculously original. You never even hear of games like this anywhere, even on the iPod or iPhone. I've just never heard of a game like this. I've seen an arcade where you can win like Best Buy gift cards and stuff like that. I've seen these in restaurants and arcades where it's a gameplay very difficult. It's like one of those quarter machines, and that is impossible. So this one is definitely very fun, a little bit frustrating though at times. It's going to be called Skyscrapers by Skyworks. I do recommend to go check that one out as well. Skyworks always does make some pretty quality applications. So one more time, we're going to run through the apps that I reviewed for you guys. Snake Galaxy, the unheard of favorite in this video. Harvester, not too bad, definitely worth mentioning. Beat the Tiki. For any fan of the imbecile test or the moron test, I definitely do recommend to go check that one out. And then Skyscrapers by Skyworks. So make sure you go check out those 4 applications. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you later and have a fantastic day.